Okay, so today you guys should be working on your last paragraph of your synopsis. So let's go ahead and look at the sample. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Today's the fourth paragraph. All right. Says today should be pretty easy as far as figuring out what goes in it. It's your climax. Like, what's the big thing? And so for all of us, it should be um, basically the turning of our person or how they got their powers, unless you needed to change and do a different myth with it. So it should be like the big oh my god moment, like the biggest thing that happens in your story should be your climax. So again, I went ahead and I put in a couple of examples for Double Cross and Harry Potter. And so, like for the original Harry Potter, uh, meaning like the first one, it would be when he actually has to face Professor Quirrell, and that professor is being controlled by Voldemort the whole time. And so that fight in the first Harry Potter book, is the climax. And then um, for Double Cross, without even reading it, it's when she finds out who killed her friend slash mom slash aunt. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and just read the Double Cross example. Throughout the investigation, Denai has searched for Mr. Bojangles, a schizophrenic vagrant who may have seen the murderer. When she eventually finds him, he seems to be of little help. Yet it is his ramblings, along with another clue, that leads her to close friend and colleague Brian, who has been wanted by the FBI for 20 years for terrorist activities in the US. Brian murdered Siobhan after discovering she intended betraying him to the National Intelligence Agency to deflect attention from Sergio Gaia as proof that she abided by the law, even when it meant personal sacrifice. So, obviously, because the whole time in this book, it's been leading up to trying to find out who the murderer was, or how she was, not how she was murdered, but who it is and why. That's the climax of Double Cross. So, for everybody, unless you had to change what myth you were using, your climax should be the actual change. So, if we're talking about Medusa, because that's been my sample all along, her climax would be um, Athena actually changing her into the ugly Gorgon. So the change happening from being this beautiful woman to being this monster thing with snakes coming out of her head and stuff. And so that would be the description that you use in the climax. Again, this Harry Potter one I put in because I just wanted you to have a good example of something that you may already know about. So have some background knowledge about it. But the double cross one is actually a better version because it doesn't have to be super long. Again, just 3 to 5 sentences is perfectly fine for this. Okay.